What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Misfit Power Hour, the show that shares its thoughts and opinions on a wide variety of topics. We're your hosts, LeviathanDVM, GrandNobly, and WolvesDiamond. And in today's episode, our main topic is Bethesda games and other RPGs. We'll be diving deep into our favorite titles, first impressions, gameplay, and mechanics, on how we feel about them overall. So whether you're a long-time enjoyer or a first-time listener, get ready to dive into the world of RPGs. Let's jump into it. Oh.
You know, one of the things I really wanted to talk about is kind of like in terms of the Fallout genre in a whole is kind of just the setting that I really do enjoy about Fallout New Vegas and other Fallout titles like it. So to start off, we all know what new Fallout is, I assume, hopefully.
Well, yeah, we do. That's what's important.
Yes, but for anybody who doesn't, Fallout is a RPG game set in the far future where basically the world goes to nuclear war and destroys itself, and it is your job as whoever you may be in whichever title you're playing to set off into the wastelands and survive within the post-apocalyptic dread of the new world that you find yourself in. Now, if you've ever played a Fallout game, you know they have a very specific vibe going for them. It has this very serious tone, and they just are like, especially if you go back to the older games, are really good at balancing a serious tone with these wacky and insane kind of encounters that you'll come across. Especially, I said, of playing New Vegas if you're using something called the Wild Wasteland perk, which I usually haven't messed around with it, but for this playthrough I actually turned it on for the first time, and I gotta say, dude, it's fucking some pretty good deadpan humor.
I don't think I've played any Fallout older than Fallout 3.
The only Fallout game I've really played is Fallout 3. I played through Fallout 4, but I haven't necessarily played through like any other game. I'm trying to get into New Vegas, but I just don't have that downloaded yet because laptop and all that.
Yeah,
Right.
It's just too small a space, but it's a good game. I've seen some gameplay on it. It's really good.
yeah, it is. 1 second, guys. I gotta grab
storyline.
something out of the air fryer really quick.
Oh, good, oh, good.
We'll keep this going.
Oh, I don't know, man.
They're also-
we'll ask Nobly when he's back, but what do you think your favorite faction is that you know of in Fallout 4?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with the what was it called?
The Brotherhood of Steel?
Yeah, the Brotherhood of Steel. I do like technically the opposing team, but at the same time, the Brotherhood of Steel has always been my go-to. Mainly because it's not necessarily easier. It's much more different in the gameplay as well. And since all I played through is Fallout 3, but within that game it was actually pretty fun. I still want to do a playthrough of that with going into the other faction, but I can't remember exactly what that was.
Right. I think I played an entire playthrough underneath every faction inside of Fallout 4. And I personally, I don't think I have a preference. I kind of like to go lone wolf. I'll take dog meat with me occasionally for some missions. And usually any of the human companions that you can permakill, I'll take with me. And then when they get in a little bit of trouble, I finish them off instead of helping them up.
Right. And I know our whole topic is Bethesda games, but a lot of the topic what we're going to be talking about is Fallout.
Yeah.
Fallout,
well, it's Bethesda
Skyrim.
games and RPGs, but Bethesda's the focus currently. And I know, or I'm like 90% sure that Bethesda had no hand in New Vegas. Pretty sure that was it Obsidian?
That was Obsidian.
Yeah.
And
same folks who made the what was it, Outer Worlds?
yeah, so Obsidian actually were the people who made Fallout 1 and 2.
Yeah, the OGs, and then they got to come back for it.
And then they got bought out by Bethesda, or at least the IP for Fallout in general was bought out. And before they were going to release Fallout 3, the first kind of big game, or no, actually Fallout 3 was released first, if I recall correctly. And
I'm pretty sure it goes 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
New Vegas, Fallout 4, and then 76. Well, I mean, sometimes you have stuff that comes in between.
That is
Because,
true.
like, you have...
Because they have Fallout Tactics and Fallout
yeah, you got all the other, like, in-betweens and
spin-offs,
stuff.
little ones.
But, I mean, for example, for the 3 coming after stuff, you got Borderlands 1, 2, pre-sequel, 3, and stuff. So it's just all the release date and stuff.
Well, Borderlands is also another game that I played as well with that. It was really good, but it was also... It just wasn't my pace. I felt more like Fallout or like...
Like
what
a
was it? The
slower
Elder
story-driven
Scrolls.
game.
I've never played Borderlands. Is it fall within that RPG category?
It depends on how
It's
serious
basically-
you take the game. Like, if you really get into your character... I mean, I guess you could say that about any game, realistically. Like, if you're playing a romance story-driven game, you could say it's a role-play game if you play the role of your character. But I would say Borderlands is an RPG, but it's more like a high-paced FPS, kind of like a chaos shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a good storyline to it, but I just wasn't able to get behind it, though, which sucks.
I think
because...
as like a group, us 3, or maybe if we like included Q as well, because he's got all of them, we could just run kind of like a chaos run of it. We don't really have to pay attention to the story, just shoot and kill.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty fun. And if you want to pay attention to the story, you can, obviously, but...
Yeah. Also, forgive me. I am a little sick right now, but
Yeah.
I really want to do this episode, so we're going to roll with it anyway.
Yeah. He didn't want to delay it, so...
We wanted to get you that good content.
No. Or as good as we can make it as of right now, but...
We need to get you that Discord call vibes going through, as we all sit here
Absolutely.
with varying quality of microphone.
It'll be
Mine
better in the
being
future, but we got very limited resources as of right now.
Yeah. Anyway, we were kind of talking about a second ago with, order of release. There's Fallout 1, Fallout 2, which I'll admit I have not played them. I've seen plenty of videos about them in terms of people like playthroughs and lore explorations of them. But actually, I've not dived that back into the Fallout series because I've kind of, being younger, I grew up on, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. And that's kind of, I got, my introduction to Fallout was the first person 3D
Right,
environment.
I was never a big fan of like the top-down stuff as a kid. I'd probably give it a shot now, but first-person shooters is definitely where I started. I started in Fallout 3 as well.
But I'm
There are a lot of
open-minded to
games.
try them. I have Fallout 2 installed right now, just because I heard it's the stronger of the two games in terms of
Gameplay.
just content and because of the Enclave. The Enclave is one of my favorite factions in Fallout. And that's like the game where they kind of got their big rise. So I was kind of wanted to see what the Enclave is in terms of them actually being in world, seeing as how they're pretty much only mentioned in future games.
That's where me and you are different, Travis. For some reason, I'm preferring the Brotherhood of Steel, but I don't know.
I
Yeah,
like the Brotherhood
so-
of Steel.
I asked Wolves when you got up what his favorite faction in Fallout 4 is. So if you had to pick one out of Fallout 4, I'm assuming it'd be Brotherhood of Steel, but what do you think?
Yeah. I'd have to say, if I had, across all games, if I had a favorite faction, for sure it would have to be the NCR for me. I mean, the NCR Rangers are badass.
The
Fucking
badass.
Badass, boy.
Indeed,
Yeah, the NCR Rangers are badass, man. Fucking, the Legion is a
There
great
you go.
villain to fight against. Fucking, they have the 95th Recon Battalion. The fucking Red Berets, can't argue with that. And he's produced one of my favorite companions in all Fallout games, Boone. Great fucking, just really good world building too. Like, they're not perfect by any means, but they really are a very interesting faction, and there are different parts that make them up I do like a lot.
I haven't played anything but Fallout 4 for like the last 40 years, Fallout-wise. I don't. Is it Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas where you, like around the map you can find some? I believe it's Japanese soldiers that are dead on the ground. I don't know. I used to take all of their swords and then just drop them in some random person's house.
That would probably be Fallout 3 then, because you also said that the only game that you played through on Fallout was Fallout 3.
Well,
I don't know.
I played through New Vegas 3 and 4. I only play 4 recently because I like to build a base. I like to
Mhm.
build really tall castles, and then I download mods so that there's like no crafting station boundary, so I can just, as long as I open a crafting station, I can walk from corner to corner of the map and just do that. And I download a mod so I can scrap like all the rubble and leaves across the road, so I actually have a clean area to build instead of destroying a twig. But then I got this pile of branches that's for some reason unscrappable.
I have not
Yeah.
played Fallout 3 in a couple of years, so I wouldn't be able to tell you for sure. But I do know 100% in Fallout 4, they do have like there's a mission where there's a submarine, and they have the ghoulified Chinese remnants in there. And I don't know, never heard of Japanese people or
It might
soldiers
have
being
been,
in.
it might have been Chinese. I wasn't sure. It's been so long since I played anything other than Fallout 4. I don't even think I've ever done the submarine mission. I'm
No, I
still playing
really
through
do need
Fallout 4
to.
right now for all the achievements.
I need to replay Fallout 3 for sure, since it's been a good minute. Most I
I
can fucking remember from Fallout 3 is Megaton, and the mission was not that great, if I'm being honest.
You're right.
no.
I just like
It,
I like killing them because you walk in and they basically just give you like the middle finger up your ass, and you're like, well, I have no remorse about bombing you guys. Now you're kind of all dickheads. I mean, I kind of feel bad about killing the ghoul people because they're kind of like the, as long as you choose the right voice line, they're all chill with you. But like everybody
yeah.
else, they're just kind of like stuck up their own ass. They're like, yeah, we kind of
See,
care about money and that's it.
you see, you can either be racist or not racist.
That one caught me off guard. I'm gonna be
What
honest.
amazing choices, too. You know, those are like the most
I think I'll choose
interesting moral
the second
questions
option
I've
and just
ever been
not be
asked.
racist.
It's literally just being racist. You can either like fuck them over because they're ghoul people, or you could just
Well, I
be like,
mean, they got ghouls and people there, but the ghouls are all treated like shit there. They're treated like lesser beings. But
yeah.
so
So
that's why I felt bad about killing them. But like when
so
you nuke
racism.
Megaton, I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just kill them all.
And that's one of the things that really drove me to like really play a lot of Fallout 4 or not 4, New Vegas recently is because the choices are a lot more complex and I'm not gonna say they're perfectly written. It's been said a million times before. But like what you're saying with the ghouls and Megaton, there's a mission in New Vegas where you're trying to get some information about the people who shot you.
Right.
And you go to this, eventually you find a town and somebody in town will tell you this guy was seen talking with the people who were with the guy who shot you. So you go talk to him. He's like, I'll tell you, but there's these ghouls up at the Repcon station not far from town. And eventually, if they don't leave, then we're gonna, people are gonna leave town because they're afraid of the ghouls, and we're gonna end up being, and I'm gonna have to leave my home again. And he does not wanting to leave his home, he'll send you to get rid of the ghouls. And you have two choices: you can kill the ghouls, or you can find out what's going on with them. And you find out that they're these like a little ghoul society called the Followers of Bright, and they're led by like a non-feral glowing ghoul, which I thought was really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that as another or NPC in another Fallout game.
No, because the glowing variants of anything in Fallout 4 is like once you're high enough level in the game, it's kind of like playing Skyrim. You
Mm-hmm.
fight a Draugr, and then you like later when you're like level 20 and stuff, you find like Draugr overlords and death lords and stuff. But
What's
it's just like the higher
okay?
level variants in Fallout 4. That's all it is. Like, because you get farther in the game and everything gets a lot harder. Like you find legendary enemies and stuff that when you kill them, they drop a legendary item.
Well, here's also one thing that's different between like Fallout New Vegas and like Fallout 3. Like in New Vegas, you're looking for the people that shot you, you know?
Yeah, is
In
Fallout 3
Fallout
the
3,
one?
you're
You're
just
the
looking
kid
for
in the
your
vault,
dad.
right?
Yeah, you're just looking for your dad. And
So
in
in
the end, you
Fallout
don't
3, you're
even get
looking
to
for your
save him
dad, and then
either.
Fallout 4, you're looking for your son, and then your son still dies too.
Yeah, the dad dies anyway. You just spent all that time looking for him just for him to say, yeah, here's the real truth, run away.
Yeah, I pretty much did everything in Fallout 3, and then I nuked Megaton, and then instantly found my dad, and then did the missions, and I was like, oh, he's dead. What the fuck?
That's an interesting
Yeah.
turn of events.
Fallout, what? Fallout New Vegas. After you get shot, is that where you're in the village and you do like the Rorschach test and stuff, or am I just
Yeah.
like, okay? I thought I was might be placeboing myself
So
again.
to like give everybody the rundown of the opening of New Vegas, you're sitting there and these cutscenes are playing, and eventually you go to a little cinematic of your character. You're tied up on your knees, laying in front of an open grave, and the main, I guess not really the main antagonist, but your personal rival, kind of enemy character,
Yeah, you're an
Benny,
antagonist.
is sitting there across from you, and he gives this whole spiel about you having a 24 run of bad luck or whatever before he shoots you for the main kind of plot device of the at least main quest line, the platinum chip. So after you're shot, you wake up to Doc Mitchell, who found you up at the gravesite. You know, he's the doctor of the town Good Springs, and he patches you up. And from after that, you know, I really do like the opening because it's not bullshit like
I hate
in
starting off
Fallout
at
3.
vaults, dude.
Yeah, where you're starting there and you fucking have to live through the whole life of fucking whatever this kid
Yeah, being
just
a
to get
kid
to
in the
leave the vault.
and then some stupid shit happens, and everybody's gone. But on the way out, I think you can choose to like save your childhood bully
Yeah.
and whatnot. It's like it gives you that moral dilemma. I did it one time playing through, and then every other time I was like, yeah, fuck you, I'm going to find my dad.
And the same with fucking Fallout 4, man. They have this. It's like,
This
it's
long
even
ass
worse
cutscene.
because it's less involved. Like you're still moving around and like making the talking points, but
Yeah,
when
you're
you're
moving
playing the
around a
fucking
lot.
opening point of fucking Fallout 3, you're like you're playing the game. When fucking really in the opening of Fallout 4, you're just following the scripted event to
Fallout
get
4
to
is
the
just like an
game.
interactive cutscene because you make your characters, and for whatever reason, you can make both characters, but you can only play one, so you can make this like fucked up looking mongoloid thing, and then it gets capped in the head if you're not playing it. But you make your character, then you walk out, and then Cogsworth talks to you, and then your baby starts crying. So you go in there, you talk to the baby, and then for whatever reason, your wife or your husband, whichever one you're not playing, walks in, closes the door. You have to spin the fucking mobile above the crib. Then Cogsworth's like, hey, come look at the news. You look at the news, dude shows up, and then you fucking have to full sprint to the vault, wait in line, and then you get stuck in a cutscene.
And that's
Then you gotta go through
so
a fucking
long.
maze of broken doors for no reason. And I've experienced it more times than not. When I finally pick up my fucking Pip-Boy, and I go to open the vault, the game fucking freezes. No matter, it doesn't matter what PC I'm on. Fallout's been buggy, you know. I mean, I think that's Bethesda in general, though. Like the
And
fact
I've
that you can
noticed
scale
playing
a
the console
fully
versions
vertical house or
that
a
those
wall.
bugs are less prevalent.
Yeah,
But
PC's got a lot of bugs, or at least in my experience. I know I experienced quite a bit of bugs on Skyrim on PS3, but I mean that's Skyrim.
and it's the same with Fallout 3 because I don't know if you know, but not long ago, literally I think up to this year, there was a glitch where Fallout 3 required a certain old kind of program to run that most Windows 10 operating systems didn't have. So if you had it and you didn't have that old software still installed, then you just couldn't play the game.
That's kind of
Yeah.
unfortunate.
And it took them up until like this year, maybe late last year, just to get that fixed.
Now, we're probably getting a bunch of people that are like, dude, come on.
They're like,
This
"Oh,
shit
I
together."
heard Fallout 3 is good, and I'd love to say the same thing if I could play the fucking game."
Hey, I know I just bought the game for 30, 40 bucks, but fuck. I didn't want to play
Speaking
anyways.
of $30-$40, I fucking bought New Vegas on Steam instead of using it on the Xbox app, and I spent like $40 on it, and it's $10, like $10 on Steam. But I wanted the DLC, and I couldn't just find the Ultimate Edition, so I ended up buying all the
No,
DLCs
yeah,
separately.
for the Bethesda stuff, like Skyrim's got all of its different editions. You can find like Anniversary, Ultimate, all that. For the Fallouts, as far as I've seen, you have to buy the DLC separate.
No, but here's the real fucking kicker. So I do that, and it's like $40. And then I go back and I see, like, I'm watching a video, like a tutorial on how to mod the game. And they're like, make sure if you're gonna get New Vegas on Steam, you buy the complete edition so you can get all the DLC, since a lot of the mods require DLC. I'm like, what? Where the fuck was that? And it's underneath the fucking main game. You can't just look up on the Steam, like,
So it's one of
store.
the store options. In
Yeah,
the
you
game.
can't look up Fallout 4 Ultimate Edition or whatever, or New Vegas. You have to go to Fallout New Vegas and look underneath
Like,
where the
towards-
DLC is at. So you
yeah.
gotta look at the DLC, then go under that, and then see it for like $15.
Bro.
And I was like, motherfucker, dude.
You know, if you had less than 2 hours on it by the time you saw that, you could have refunded.
Well, I fucking don't use Steam, so I didn't know that. So fucking, I guess the
But in America, you
cake's
can
on my
only
face.
you can only refund if you have under 2 hours. In any other country, as far as I know, you can refund even if you've owned the game for 3 years.
That's dumb as shit.
How many
America's just a fucking guinea pig,
hours
bro.
do I have on it? Let me see here. Actually, it might not even work because I'm using Vortex Launcher just so I can run it with mods. I think you can run it with mods without using Vortex, but I haven't been risking it. I got 15.9 hours of total playtime.
Nice.
Damn. So wait, so are you using the Xbox app or using?
I was
Steam?
using the Xbox app, but then I wanted to mod it, so I
I was gonna
deleted my
say,
old
yeah, it doesn't
playthrough,
mod through Xbox, right?
loaded it up. Well, I did mod Fallout 4 through Xbox, and I couldn't
Was
figure out
that
how to do it
with
in
the
New Vegas, so I
Xbox
just didn't.
mods?
Well,
No,
like that you
and
can
I was
actually
using
do that.
Nexus
Oh.
because you can still
Nexus
find
is
the
good.
game file in my PC to find it. Just took me a little bit longer to figure it out.
You didn't want to do it again?
No. Plus, like Fallout 4, I'll get on and I'll play like maybe a couple times a week, every so often, like throughout a year. So I can
Right.
use whenever I get that kick and I want to play it, and all the other shit I got on Game Pass, I just get the fucking $1
It's kind of
Game
like
Pass
that
for a month.
annual 2 weeks like spring of energy for Minecraft, and
Yeah.
then it's gone.
I have that for like maybe 15 minutes, and then I'm like, nah, I'm bored already.
Yeah, I know. You get on, you're like, well, I don't know how to build. You guys
I
got
have no
netherite already,
friends.
so.
I have no friends. I can't.
Yeah, I know. You
actually
got on
play
and you were
this
like,
game
dude, you guys got
properly.
netherite already? I don't really want to do this myself. I was like, I'll just give you an extra set. Hold on.
I know. I was sitting there fucking digging out those damn hills. Like, we're gonna be so cool, and then Aiden just got on like 3 times. I was like,
I know.
fuck.
The last time he got on was when we did the fucking like practice raid for our mini game that we wanted to plan out. I kicked the fuck out of you guys. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember, but I probably put the regeneration effect or
You
resistance
did.
on myself.
You did.
Because it was funny listening to you guys go, he's not fucking dying. Holy shit. He's in a corner. Get him. Get him.
You also had like swiftness fucking 10. Fucking couldn't catch you.
Oh no, I'm just fast as hell. I used to do like Hunger Game style PvP. I don't like what is it, duels and stuff?
Like
Where
pre
it's just, like,
1.12.
Where it's like fucking. Oh no, I never was a fan of PvP with the spam click. I like the timed attack thing where you have
No,
to
I
like
like
wait.
that too. Which this
Cool.
is getting
Yeah.
off topic, but fucking we're allowed.
I mean,
to
Minecraft's
because-
technically an RPG.
We're allowed to. This
I
is our
mean,
podcast,
yeah.
damn it.
I mean, you can. There's a case to be made.
As
But,
long as you're role playing, it's technically an RPG. But I don't think. What is it?
Which I actually was planning on bringing up Minecraft, but I'll get to that when I get to that. I had a point for that eventually.
You're gonna forget about your point by the
No,
like
no.
how you forgot about your podcast topic you wanted.
All right. No, not like that. Not like that.
No.
Like I don't know if you've ever used it, but the Epic Fight mod for Minecraft, dude.
That was good. I like that.
I don't think so.
It
I pretty
makes
much just play pre-made mod packs. I don't like making my own. I watched one video when I was like 13 on how to do it, and I was like, dude, fucking, I've got school. I don't need to be learning other stuff.
It
And now
makes the
here I am,
PvP so good, man.
after school, learning how to
does.
edit, make thumbnails, record. I'm fucking don't know what the hell I'm doing. I keep putting more shit on my plate to learn. I'm like, damn, I must be some fucking form of stupid that's never been recorded before.
I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe we should get you documented.
I'm gonna hurt you.
As long as you do it after.
After what? After I've been documented or after the podcast?
After you've been documented.
Wow. You can be like, this psycho is trying to beat me. You know
I
what
got
I'm
it on
real-
pen and paper here, straight from the doctor's office. This man is dangerous.
You know what I'm just realizing now looking at our image?
What? It's still on the
There's a-
starting soon.
No, it's not. I don't know why I didn't change last time, but I did. It was clicked on talking the whole time. This time, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at, well, I mean, it's a water bottle, guys, but it kind of looks like a milk jug next to Nobly. But, there's a slight line from the floor on the table touching your fucking water bottle.
Oh, yeah?
It's upsetting me now.
Get over it, because that means it's on every image. All three of them.
It is, and it's gonna stay that way until I start making a better one.
Yeah, so just get over it.
Ah, fuck you, man.
I'm sure you would.
What?
Huh?
We can play
Anyway.
the Skyrim together mod.
Honestly, I would be down. I really want them to just fucking release the Fallout together mod, but they
I'm
haven't.
down to do either. We could definitely do a playthrough. That'd be dope.
I feel like Fallout in a multiplayer setting is slightly more interesting just because you're kind of...
There's a lot going on there. Like,
And there's,
I don't know.
like, I guess there are... I like to be fair. I've not played a lot of Skyrim at all.
I play
So-
Skyrim every single month, and that game, it just feels so empty. I'm kind of fucking. I'm stoked for Elder Scrolls 6 to come out, dude.
Has that been announced already?
Yeah, the Skyrim grandma is going to be a character in it. I don't know if she's passed. I think she passed, and now that's why she's going in there. But she used to, I think, stream Skyrim every single day.
I've never heard of that. I'm not big on the Skyrim community right there.
Me neither. Yeah, it just showed up one day. I was like, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's like the one good thing Bethesda's done.
Like, and that's the thing. I don't know much
they-
about how factions work in Skyrim.
So unlike Fallout, like where you pick a faction, you're kind of like you're stuck there. And you like once you get far enough in a faction and Fallout, there's no out. Like every other faction just knows you're part of it for some reason. You'd be like 3 missions into the Brotherhood of Steel, and you go to talk to the Underground Railroad people. And they're like, "Man, fuck you! Get the hell out of here! Why are you here?"
And that's the thing I really do like about New Vegas too, is the opportunity,
like-
like the
You have to
Like-
pick a side, or you can play no sides. But you have to pick one faction far enough into Fallout 4 that they can help you get into where your son is.
Yeah, no, like the thing about Fallout 4, or not 4, New Vegas, is they have a reputation system. So you can like have positive reputation with the main faction, and like depend on what quests you do and like how you present yourself, you can have neutral represent like
yeah, you can have a
reputation with
few
their
like
enemies.
alliances. I think that's
But-
I think there's like a reputation thing like that on like World of Warcraft. Like each city you have a reputation, but I mean you can only do Horde or Alliance on there. It's just basically your reputation, so you can buy like better mounts or cosmetics from the
Yeah.
city.
One of the cooler things though is that like if you wear a faction's attire, like their armor and clothing, then you become disguised, and you can walk by a faction that you're vilified with without them blinking an eye. Or if
I
you're
completely
wearing,
forgot about that.
yeah, and if you're wearing like say the Legion's armor and you're allied with the NCR, you walk in the NCR territory, they'll fucking kill you.
They're like, hey, did not have worn that
Like,
here.
bro, why are it's like shit, man? Didn't know. Fuck, you wearing the
That's-
enemy's clothing.
That's like they respond exactly how I respond when I'm playing single player on Red Dead, and I just see the KKK sitting in the fucking woods.
And I don't remember how well Fallout 4 does this, but like Fallout New Vegas is also good at like making you feel like you have an impact on the world. So like today,
Dude,
actually,
it doesn't feel like I do a damn thing in there. I build a city, and I put up the beacon, and people just roll in. I build a community. I keep placing farms and water and stuff for them. Dude, it doesn't make a damn difference. I'll get
it's
like a
hey,
notification.
stranger, what are you doing?
I'll get a notification sometimes and be like, "This place is under attack." I'll be like, "Oh no, they're gonna die." I don't care.
You're one of those rare Minutemen allies, huh?
I just like building bases. You don't have to be Minutemen to make it work. Like, because you can do their stuff up to like where you get the castle. So they give you all those like outposts to find and stuff, and then you don't have to take the castle if you don't want to. But the Minutemen are like good backup because pretty much whatever faction you choose past the Minutemen, they'll join you.
I never played with the Minutemen, and I never built. That was honestly, now this is where we kind of differ on this kind of Fallout 4 opinion. I know we also disagree on some of the factions too.
I don't
But
prefer a faction. I like I said at the beginning. I just prefer to have dog meat with me or no companion at all, because most of the time, like in Fallout 4, when you shoot a companion, as long as they're following you, they don't care. But like as soon as you accidentally send them home, because in a battle you can accidentally interact with them and then send them home. And if they're not following you and you shoot them, they instantly want to take your head off. But like in Skyrim, if they're following you and you hit them twice, they automatically think it's like a fucking bloodline revenge arc, dude. And they'll turn around, they're like, yo, your whole bloodline's cursed now. I don't know why you hit me, but...
and that's the thing I don't really like about Fallout 4 that sounds really good on paper in terms of like a Fallout RPG game is like the way companions will react to things you do.
Yeah, they don't react if they're following you, though, dude. I had Piper following me, and I pointed a minigun at her head,
No,
and
not
shot her
like
until
that,
she was
but I
down on
mean
the
like you
ground.
go and you like kill innocent people, and Piper
Oh, yeah,
with you,
dude,
she's
they
like, oh,
react.
Piper didn't like that.
Yeah, Piper doesn't like a lot of shit, though, but she does like when you pick locks.
I've
So-
never liked Piper as a companion either. I was like, I
She's-
chose her first game playthrough as most people do. and I
She's
was
kind
like,
of
this
annoying.
Bitch is annoying. She's like,
But she's really easy to like get max companionship with, which is what I'm gonna do for
I don't
my,
think I've max companionship to anybody
I've
too.
never done it. I, need
I
to do
treat
it for
all my
achievement.
companions like fucking soldiers, dude. They're fucking down to ride and shoot, and that's it. Shut your
I
fucking
think
mouth.
the one I have follow me the
Pick up the
most
gun.
was there was like a mission where you go into like this fight club thing. This like girl has to fight a bunch of bandits or something. Like, you just
Oh yeah,
walk,
no, I know what you're talking about.
I just walk in there and I kill all the bandits, and then I buy the girl off of them.
Kate.
Yeah, and then I just have her follow me.
Kate's one of my favorite companions.
But she's
in the
fucking,
game.
she's crazy.
I know.
Actually, this topic right here actually reminded me. I did do a singular gameplay of a little bit of Fallout 4. This is back whenever I was at home, Travis. You remember this?
Maybe.
Yeah, it was like one night me and you were just like on a Discord call. And
I'm gonna
you
step
were
aside
like,
real
bro,
quick and
you
grab a
should
drink.
down like... Alright. But
Oh,
no,
yeah,
you said...
I told you that was when I found out about the Skyrim Together mod and that they're making it for Fallout 4.
Yeah, and so you wanted me to get into it, and so I played like for a little bit, and I haven't played since.
You told me, and then I did it, and then I was like, "Fuck this," and then I stopped.
Well, also for the fact that we forgot completely about that mod. And
Well, they
also
never ended
for-
up releasing it for. Thank you.
Not yet, anyway.
They never ended up releasing it for Xbox. Okay, I'll grab it. Alright. Anyway, continue what you're saying. I'll be right back.
But no, I haven't really actually played too much of Fallout. It was more of just Fallout 3, a little bit of Fallout 4, and like gameplay about Fallout New Vegas. None of it was necessarily the best, but it also worked out completely fine. I also had dog meat, and like whenever I first got into Fallout 4, I used
I have context in my ears. I also had dog meat.
No, whenever I first started my Fallout 4 gameplay, I spawned in at the what's it called? The bottle.
The red rocket. With
that just sounds wrong.
Are you talking about dog meat?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at the Red Rocket gas station.
Yeah, that does not sound right.
Yeah,
in
I
my
know.
mind.
I know. You think about it, Red Rocket's a name for dog dick, and we found a dog at Dog Dick gas
Dog
station.
meat there too.
We got Dog Dick at Dog Dick gas station. They knew what they were doing,
Oh,
but it was only for the adults to get. Because as a kid,
You
I was
know,
like,
I actually-
Red Rocket funny, dog meat, but it didn't process. I was just like, PT.
I actually, I know it's fucking funny.
What's that?
I haven't realized that until just now, whenever you were talking about it.
Dog wang. Oh, so
Yeah, but-
were you using a mod for that playthrough, like the random spawn mods?
No, it actually just allowed me to pick my mod whenever I made my character.
Interesting.
But nah, whenever there was like I played like a little bit of Fallout 4, and I played all the way through one ending of Fallout 3, and I haven't actually played any other Fallout, but I have played Skyrim and Oblivion.
Now, I suck at Oblivion, but before we go any farther, nobody had asked or mentioned about the difference between like how he doesn't know about Skyrim factions, but he knows how to like you have to kind of pick and choose factions on Fallout for a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
On Skyrim, there's only one, as far as I remember, that you have to pick and choose, and that's vampires or werewolves for the Dawn Guard. And that's it. But, like, you can be the leader of, what is it? The werewolves in Whiterun. Whatever. The companions. You can be the leader of the companions, the leader of the Thieves Guild, leader of the Dark Brotherhood, leader of the Mages College, leader of your fucking whatever.
Okay, I know all those factions because I actually watch a guy who makes skits on YouTube. He does like
But
Fallout and
you can
Skyrim
be
skits.
the leader of all of them.
Yeah, he has a
And
video.
like, there's no competition
about that.
between any of them. I guess they don't like none of those factions really give two damns about the war going on. So they didn't really pick a side. So I guess kind of makes sense, but I like there to be a little tedium, like a little fight between everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm gonna pick a faction that's werewolves, I'd like there to be something in base game that would want to fight me other than like the shitty little vampires you find in caves. But then there's a fucking werewolf in the Dark Brotherhood, like, but they also got a few 100-year-old witch girl and a fucking pet mud crab and shit. So
And that's a thing that kind of is also that. I know I'm gonna just be sucking New Vegas's dick this whole time, but
oh, we know.
Yeah,
Been doing it
you
for
will
40
talk
minutes
about it.
already.
You said you wanted to, like within that the factions in that game, like you wanted some conflict where everything comes together and it kind of lays it all out,
I
lays it
mean,
all out.
for the first playthrough, it's
But
fine. You get to feel like a god. You kill dragons, you eat their souls, and you're the leader of everything. But after a while, it's like, damn, what the fuck is there to do? I'm already in charge of everything. Kill a couple bandits, level up, grab a
one of
million
the
iron daggers.
nice thing about New Vegas is there's a quest at the end where you actually can go through, and depending on your standing, like near the end of the main quest through your playthrough with all the factions, you can like recruit the raider tribes or the raider gangs around the Mojave to either join Caesar's Legion, or if you're going with the NCR, you can convince people like the Brotherhood of Steel and the Boomers to join up at the NCR.
It's pretty
Or
fucking cool.
yeah, with the NCR. And at the end of the game, not end of the game, but the end of the main storyline at least, when you're going to the second battle of the Hoover Dam, if you
Yeah.
say you were playing with the NCR and you had really negative karma with with Great Khans, the Great Khans will show up to fight for Caesar's Legion. And if you did really good, uh, things for the Brotherhood of Steel, the Brotherhood of Steel will show up to help you fight at the dam. And so, all your interactions with every faction throughout the game will influence the main battle, like who's what. Like, of course, you go through, you do everything right, you can be OP for the
I
fight.
have no idea if I ever actually finished New Vegas. Now that you're talking about like some great Civil War, or maybe I haven't. It's one of those like I just blocked the ending out or like forgot segments of it because like I ran New Vegas so many times that like the fucking Rorschach tests are ingrained in my brain. Or like I've ran Skyrim so many times that I know the first claw for the fucking Bleak Falls Barrows is Bear Moth Owl.
Mm.
Like, and for factions, I also forgot there is another one you can pick sides without having the DLC. It's the Stormcloaks and Imperials, but you can't recruit anybody for it. Like you have your one follower, and that's it. You can't
The
like.
followers are a bit different in New Vegas too, like from any other Fallout game, because there's like when you're with your follower, you can actually discuss battle tactics, and they also grant you perks. Like each companion has a different perk that
Yeah,
when they're
each one
traveling with
has
you,
like
they
a
grant.
passive perk for you.
Yeah, like so Boone, the one I always go with, enemies will be highlighted red or whatever when
That's pretty
when you're
handy.
within range. And like the way you can interact with them is a lot different. So it's not like dialogue tree. It's like you go up to them and you can talk to them, and like depending on what you've done together and like how you guys what you see on your travels, you can unlock dialogue that will give you more insight to their story. But you can also do things like you can talk battle strategy. So you can be like, how should I use you in a fight to make you most effective? And Boone will be like, well, I'm a sniper. Give me a rifle, and we'll sit back and we'll get the enemy from a distance.
Pick them off and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
I wish
or
there was more interactive like NPC stuff for the followers in Skyrim. Like I don't know, even something as little as like I don't know when they were younger, something happened with fucking mud crabs. They won't fight mud crabs. Like give me something that gives them character instead of me paying them 100 gold to brawl them in a bar, and now they're my follower for life because I beat their ass. Like
I don't.
it's really fucking weird, man.
I don't like mud crabs at all. They really piss me off.
I
what is
think
a mud crab?
a mud crab's literally just a giant fucking crab. Kind of
Oh, it's a
think like
Mirelurk.
I was gonna say think Mirelurk, and they just live in the riverbeds, like right on the shore, and you walk by, and then they'll start fucking clicking at you. I'm like, what the hell do you want, dude? All you're doing
Dude,
is
they're
prohibiting me from fucking fast traveling. I'm gonna hurt you.
My
They're
most
so
vivid
fucking
memory
annoying.
of playing
They're
Skyrim.
fucking mud crabs and the what is it? The frostbite spiders or frost spiders or something? I don't remember what the fuck they're called. The spiders are annoying too. I don't give a damn about the spiders. You're just fucking annoying. You're small, insignificant, annoying pieces of shit, and all you're doing is stopping me from getting from point A to point B a millisecond faster.
Actually, there was one gameplay that I did, and this is going back to the factions that we were talking about earlier. But there was one gameplay that I did where I went and did a side quest. I didn't know exactly what the side quest was about, but I got into the vampire faction. Not knowing anything about it, I never actually did anything faction related. I just got the power of a vampire, and I was fucking shit up. That's all I remember.
Yeah, you just fucking you saved his daughter, took him back, and you're like, yeah, I guess I'll let you bite me. If you one thing that's different about that one though is if you're already in the companions and you're a werewolf beforehand, the Dawn Guard, they're kind of like preemptive about working with any monsters really. But I mean, in the battle they have the trolls and stuff. But when you go there, if you decide to become a vampire and you're already a werewolf, he'll say that he smells it in you, or he could tell you're a werewolf. And then still, he offers to change you from that to a vampire still, instead of being like, "Oh, you're a werewolf. Well, you can't be a fucking vampire." That would have been nice to know, kind of thing. But
Yeah.
it still gives you the opportunity to play through. If you wanted to be a vampire, still lets you be a vampire.
Yeah.
In terms of like DLC, what is DLC like for Skyrim 2?
For Skyrim, we have the Hearth and Home, there's 3 areas on the map that don't have houses, like when you become things that you could buy. Because you can buy a house in every home, but you can only have one family, so you can have one wife and 2 adopted kids that you find on the streets, like little street urchins. I always adopt the one in Whiterun whose parents are dead, because, I don't know, I just always have. I usually marry Ysolda, just because she's right there at the beginning of the game. I usually kill a mammoth before I'm there, so I give her a mammoth tusk, I equip an amulet of Mara, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, let's get married. You're really hot." And I'll be like, "I'm an orc that looks like I got stepped on by a giant. I'm not hot. You're tripping balls."
You're the Dragonborn, so you're hot. Come on, man.
Well, I always marry her before I've even killed a dragon.
It doesn't matter.
She just senses it in my Dragonborn dawn.
She's like, these motherfuckers gonna make some money.
I marry her because every day you can check in with her and she'll give you her profits. So she'll just give me her money. Because she's a merchant. So depending on who you marry, they do have different things that they could do. It's not like big variety. But yeah, for the Hearth and Home stuff, you can build a house and then
Sound
you
like
can
Travis
sell.
now, man.
Yeah, I know, I got a lift. But you can build the entryway, and then you expand into the main home, and you can remove the entryway and just make it like a hallway. Because the entryway, or turn it into an entryway, because originally it's just a small house that you can enter. And then you've got the back wing, the right wing, and the left wing, and so all 3 of them have 3 different variants it can be. It's more like an alchemy-based one, family-based one, and hunting-based one. So you have like an armory, an area to put trophies of animals, and like a weapon room and stuff. Then one's like alchemy, bookshelves, so you can put all your magic books on there and stuff. And then the one's just like for family, so it's like a dining room, bedrooms and stuff. And you have a cellar. And then outside you can have beehives, and you can plant your stuff on the ground, and you can buy cattle and horses and chickens for your area. But with the houses, you also have a chance, like when you fast travel back to the home, there'll be bandits or a dragon or giants attacking, and if you leave one of your followers there, they'll actually protect the house, like a house carl for your home. And one of the
That's
other DLC,
one thing, man. Fallout 3 and New Vegas are lacking is player homes. That's one of the things I missed about Fallout 4 when playing those games.
right?
Well, yeah, technically Fallout 4 also didn't necessarily...
I mean, you got to build your home however you wanted. You got to build it.
Well, in Fallout 3, they also
but
had
yeah,
the
they
fact
have
of you be able to...
Action homes.
They do have like the little faction areas, but they're nothing fancy. But it still
But
gives you
I
a place
always
to go.
downloaded mods with that overhauled the faction homes.
Yeah, I had a few. I had like before they did the Steam mods, they got rid of them because Bethesda did their own mod launcher through their games. Pissed me off, dude, because I had a Skyrim run that was going, and I had 1,800 mods on that shit, and it was running. My computer, it was running my computer into the ground, but it was
starting
fun.
on Xbox though. I really did appreciate the player mods.
Yeah, but when you
Or that
start
built-in mod.
when you start modding on the Steam Workshop and you have hundreds of thousands of options, whether they're shit mods or not, like something from as little as like a sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who, or being able to use a spell to teleport yourself to the exact coordinate kind of thing, or hot outfits for female followers. Like, you had them all. But Bethesda's mod launcher is very, like, we pick what shows up here, and that's it. And I mean, you can use Nexus and stuff now, but like, it was all there on Steam where you could just click the plus symbol and it shows up in your game.
Just straight through the workshop.
Right, like, I like the Steam Workshop for modding games that allow it, because it's just so simple. But,
It's a lot easier.
What was it for DLCs? We had the Vampire one, Dawn Guard, and then there's the Dragonborn DLC where you get to go to, what is it, Morrowind, the Dark Elves, and you can hunt down the dude who thinks he's the true-blooded Dragonborn. You can kill him.
I've actually played some Morrowind.
You get all three of words to one of the shouts, and then you can ride dragons for fun.
And speaking of noteworthy mods, I am thinking I will play Morrowind once the mod. Someone's making a mod. I don't know if it's out yet. I should look into it.
I don't think I've ever played Morrowind. I played Oblivion for like 12 minutes.
They're completely overhauling the graphics and like modernizing the game. Like, because I downloaded it, I was like, oh, I didn't know, because I'm fucking Skyrim noob, but like, I didn't know there's anything like before Oblivion. So I got into it and
Oh
I
yeah,
looked, and I
there's
was like,
a.
holy
I mean,
shit.
Skyrim and Oblivion. Those are Elder Scrolls 5 and 4 respectively.
I thought it was just called Elder Scrolls 5 because it sounded good.
No, Oblivion is
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 4, and then Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out. Like they have multiple games. They have the like Elder Scrolls Arena and stuff as well, like little
Well, there's
like,
also
mini spin-off games.
Elder Scrolls Online too.
I
have
would
no
like
clue
to
what the
play
fuck
Elder.
that is.
That's like Fallout 76, but actually semi-good if you have a player base like with you that you can play with. It's kind of like their version of WoW, I would say.
I was about to say, I've seen like the trailers, and it's like, is it like World of Warcraft or is it like Skyrim but just multiplayer?
It's
I've seen
not
it's
just Skyrim and multiplayer.
Yeah.
So the thing that pisses me off about Elder Scrolls Online though is when you buy an expansion or like whenever you buy the current version that's out, you start at the newest DLC instead of you starting at the beginning of the fucking game. So when I spawned in, I was like, dude, this is not the beginning of the game. Not that I remember. And some dude in the area was like, oh, actually, if you want to do it at the beginning of the game, you have to pick this specific race. Or when you spawn in, you have to find a way there without ruining the entire playthrough for yourself. I was like, what the fuck?
It's done,
That seems kind of stupid. But like, if you have a group of players to play with that like it, I mean, this is to be said about any game. You can find a really niche shit game, but if you're playing with the right people, it's fun. I think Fallout 76 would be fun with a good group of people.
Okay,
and Elder
okay,
Scrolls
buddy, you're
Online
going
would be
too
fun.
far.
Yeah, I know. But you can still
I
have
have
fun playing on it with a good group of
Grievances
people.
against 76,
Oh,
man.
dude, I hate 76 with the passion. I fucking pre-ordered $90 version of that shit from GameStop. I got my game. I mean, you didn't get your game as far as I know, but
No.
No,
I got the game,
bitching
and it
about
was
that for a while,
fucking
too.
shit, dude. I was so mad. No human NPCs interact with. It was like, you found a piece of paper. Here's your quest. And I was like, what the fuck? And then 2 days after it was released, my godfather's cousin, we played with him, and he's got fucking maxed everything. This dude. And is also really fucking annoying because in real life he swears to God he's not a human. He's like, "Oh, you low life humans." I'm like, "You live in your mom's basement. Come on, man. You're like 40. Chill out." I swear to God, I'm human. I've got 2 fabulous nipples.
Wait a minute. He calls you low life humans.
Low life
But this
humans. He
motherfucker
thinks
lives
he's some
in
like
his mom's
he thinks.
basement.
Yeah, I know. He literally lives lower than me, unless
Alright,
his
sorry,
mom
what are
was
we
on a hill.
talking about?
I don't know. We're shit talking somebody
Shit-talking
outside of my
who?
family. My godfather's cousin. It's kind of funny. Well,
I got confused. The little one ran in here. Fucking my little cousin's birthday today.
happy birthday,
you're-
skedaddle, skadoodle. We're occupied.
You're
Occupado.
sick on that day too, huh? You're
I am
such a
sick.
You
bad
should be like,
The
you should be
house
like,
is sick, dude. They got me
happy
sick.
birthday. right on the birthday cake. Ugh. Fuck. You know, I don't think I have.
That.
Mom, maybe I have some cake.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was just talking about cake. Why are you listening to me? That's really weird. I don't know. Obviously, it seems like nobody's got a certain liking for the
I'm
final
gonna
main
have-
mission of New Vegas.
To be right back. Excuse me.
Pussy
Me.
fart, bro.
We got this.
Oh, we got
Got
this.
funny
Easy.
in that
We-
cake, fat ass.
I fucking mind, dude. I'm good.
Never mind. What happened? The cake just disappear?
No, they just were like, never mind.
You
They
want
just
some
figured
cake? Yes. No.
No, they
You
were
want
talking
some
about singing
cake?
happy
Yes,
birthday.
no.
Oh.
They just
You
said,
don't get it.
I don't know.
I hate when people sing me happy birthday with a passion. But my family doesn't sing it normally. Dude, they like purposely put like voice cracks in there and they're like, happy birthday. I'm like, dude, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill every one of you. I'm gonna
Oh,
put a
anyway,
candle in
I
each one of
need
your
to get
eyes.
back to this Fallout 76 situation.
No,
Oh,
I
You said what
think
you
we
need to
don't.
say. No. You said what you need to say, but we're going back on this for sure.
I think with the right group of people, it'd be fine.
No,
It's a
I
shit.
got shit to say. Okay,
I
Just
know,
finish
you're
sentence.
angry about
Finish
your pre-order.
Finish. Not even that. Not even that. I have played it before.
All right, I want to hear this. Go on.
Hayden, say what you wanted to say really quick.
No, you guys go. I'm gonna talk about it afterwards because it's gonna segue on to more.
All fucking right. So I didn't get the
It
game
took no
on
time.
release, but I did get a beta test it since I did get my testing code.
Oh, that's
'Cause
dope. I don't think I've ever beta tested.
So I beta tested 76, and I will tell you what. So Aiden, you'll never hear this again, but Kanan was fucking right, dude. First off, I'm pissed at him Because Kanan, when the game was coming out, I was hyped. I was like, new Fallout, let's go, multiplayer, that's badass.
Did he say it's gonna be
Right.
shit?
And he was like, it's gonna be shit, yeah. And I was like, no, dude, you gotta be optimistic. And I pre-ordered it.
I
And then
told
this
everybody to be
motherfucker came
optimistic
over to my
too.
house.
I remember this.
On the night that I fucking got a beta test it, because there's only like certain hours where the servers were open, you could beta test. And he played the whole fucking time.
Bro.
And I was like, bro, you were talking some mad shit, but I was like, I wanted to get him hyped for it because I wanted him to get on and get it and play it with me.
Right.
So finally, fucking, I never got to play the beta. I got to watch my friend play the beta.
so
On
you
my
were a
phone, using
beta
my
tester,
code.
but you got to watch somebody play.
Using my code, yes. But then
I would have killed him.
after a while, it came out on Xbox Game Pass, and I did play it. And I'll tell you this:
You
I've
did not
never
enjoy
been
it.
more fucking bored in my entire life.
What the? That's the thing, though. You can play some boring ass shit, but if you're playing with the right people, it's not so boring because you guys keep each other occupied.
But it's about what you want from a Fallout game. I don't want to play a Fallout themed fucking bullshit game. I want to play a
Fallout
Fallout
themed
game.
D&D game.
I don't want fucking lightly Fallout flavored fucking fat-free chips, dude. I want the whole
Let's
fucking-
be honest. Let's be honest. Fallout 76 is the LaCroix of Fallout, bro.
Yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
fucking water with essence of Fallout. I want fucking that dirty ass rad water, okay? And here I fucking was playing that game. No interesting fucking NPCs.
Like I said,
Literally-
dude, the NPCs sucked. Apparently, there's a DLC out now where you can get quests from human NPCs.
No, and
But
I've played that, and there's I saw human NPCs throughout when I started playing, and
But the fact that you had to wait for a fucking DLC to come out for humans to arrive.
not even that. There was no interesting fucking characters. They all were fucking like they were the
Were they-
pudding of fucking NPCs.
Were they like the, you show up, you start playing World of Warcraft, and some random person's like, go kill 3 boar.
Pretty much. I've never played World of Warcraft. But that was pretty much sums it up perfectly. Like I get him there, he's
exactly what
like,
happened,
"Hey,
probably.
these people kidnapped my daughter. Go! I can't do nothing about
I'm gonna
it.
be,
Go,
I'm gonna be
go
honest.
get 'em."
I played World of Yep, WoW. I played WoW a lot, but
Don't worry.
but
He knows how to
Aiden, I'm gonna
speak
feed you your
English.
own testicles covered in your own feces. Shut up.
I'm waiting for it.
You're so weird,
I'm gonna talk all the shit I want. goddammit.
dude.
suffer from my
And I
own
freaking,
Okay.
I don't think I ever paid attention to a single one of the quest
I'll be right
givers. I would just pick up a quest, and it was like, go kill 12 harpies, and I was like, well, guess I'm going to kill 12 harpies. I think
never
when I
actually
played
World of Warcraft,
I think playing WoW would be pretty fun. It'd be entertaining content at the least. I know you can
maybe.
pay like $50 to have somebody level your account to max for you, but that seems kind of unfun. Like, I want to go through the experience. Like, we all pick the same race, and then we fucking do not enjoy the game at all, but we get the funny moments.
We're all just sitting there like, fuck this game. This game fucking sucks.
I remember
Hell
one
no.
of the things that piqued my interest the most when I was a kid playing it was playing as a blood elf, and if you jump, they spam jump every now and then, your character would do like a backflip instead of a normal jump. I was like, woohoo! And then that would get me through the boring
Wow.
ass grind. I know, wow, right?
Sounds-
Wow's got me saying wow.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh
Rip your
man,
intestines out, make you eat
you're
your own
gonna
spaghetti.
you're gonna rip my intestines out. Well, only if you call me Poppy.
Non-consensual.
Non-consensual poppying.
Yep.
What the hell? You're gonna consent to the poppy. Fuck, man.
There he is.
He's got all the goddamn Fallout info that we need, and he ain't fucking around to talk about it.
Well, we're not gonna talk about Fallout because we need to kind of move on from that because that has been like a
Hey, man.
50-some minute talk about just.
I mean, we can talk about Fallout for
That's gotta
hours.
do.
But
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, the main topic is Bethesda games. We have to spend a good chunk of it on Bethesda games. I mean, it'd make no sense for our title to be Bethesda games
Well,
and other RPGs and not talk about Bethesda
That's
games.
why I'm wanting to go into Oblivion or something like that. Or
Oh,
like,
dude,
fucking-
talk about Oblivion, because I don't know much about it. I'll ask questions and you can answer.
It was actually okay. Oblivion was actually the first game of like the Elder Scrolls I ever played, and I didn't even realize it was the Elder Scrolls until it was like a couple years later. But I got into the game. I really like the fact of whenever you start off, you are in a jail cell. You have no fucking idea why you're in a jail cell.
I thought that
You're
was a
just
pretty
in
unique
jail cell.
way. I'm not sure how other Elder Scrolls start. I really hope they don't all start as a prisoner. That'd be kind of dumb, but
No,
I didn't like the starting to Elder Scrolls 5. Like, one, at least I felt like I was in like actually in a conversation in Oblivion and the intro. But Elder Scrolls 5 starts, like Skyrim starts, and you're just sitting in a wagon. It's like, oh, you woke up, blah, 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 blah. And then you sit and you fucking, like, I never actually look at them when they're talking, so I'm just looking forward down this long-ass road to Helgen. And they're like, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, you, step off the back of that shit. What is your name? And then I spend the next fucking 500 minutes transforming to different races in front of this poor dude. And he's like, you didn't commit a crime, but after I had to watch that, you can go to the chopping block. And then I got to spend the next I got to fucking change from Khajiit to Orc a million times before I can fucking figure out what I want to be, and then I settle on Nord or Argonian every fucking time. But fucking
Argonian was my favorite.
Argonian and Khajiits were fun. I liked Khajiits for, I think they have boosted stealth, and Argonians had underwater breathing. And, dude, I made sure that I never wasted it. If there was a river to swim down, I swam down. It did not matter if it made my walk to the city about 20 minutes longer. I was making sure that ability was not put to waste. And I gotta tell you, that intro to Skyrim, after the dragon shows up, after Alduin shows up, and you gotta fucking run. I have it down to a math where I literally, as soon as my character stands up, I run up the tower before the dragon even sticks his head in. Alduin sticks his head in, I jump out over his body, and then I run through the entire city before Alduin shows up at any of the other spots.
Oh, goddamn. I haven't played through the intro that much yet. It's actually been 2 years since I played this.
Dude,
Skyrim.
we gotta do Skyrim together. That'd be fucking fun. But
Actually, I think I can get it on
that fucking shit where I've got to go in the building and wait for one of the dumbasses to cut the fucking ropes off of my hand. Like, dude, I don't want to hear your life story about why you have a knife in your hand. Fucking cut the ropes so I can cut you. I'm not going to join your side of the military if you keep talking this long. I'm gonna join the other side.
Let me commit mass genocide.
I think every single time I play, I join Stormcloaks. I don't know why. They're so goddamn annoying. Either way, each of them is like, well, I don't know who you are. You're not that important. And then either fucking Tullius or whatever the fuck his face is. I don't even remember now. The leader of the Stormcloaks, Mr. I'm going to shout the fucking High King's head off. But they both send you on some dumb-ass mission. Like, I'll be like, ooh, yeah, let me join. And he'll be like, well, you want to join the Stormcloaks? Go to this random-ass island out in the middle of the fucking ocean that you got to swim through sub-freezing temperatures and go grab a fucking magical piece of ice's heart. What? What the fuck? Let me stab a person, bro. I'll show you. And then half the time,
as soon as I get into Skyrim,
fucking ass.
Most of the time whenever I go into Skyrim, there's like that one... There's that main... I forget what the fucking name is. Was it Stormcloaks?
The Stormcloaks are the people in blue. The Imperials are the ones that run around in brown tights.
Yeah, no, I would go into, like... As soon as you get into the game, you go to that one town, right?
Oh, yeah. Fucking,
then
what is it, Riverwood?
Right past that town is, like, the big-ass fucking...
Yeah, and then you go... Yeah, you go past through Riverwood, you talk to either the Stormcloak or the Imperial's family, because they go, talk to my family while you're in Riverwood. Then the family's like, well, if you actually want any answers, go to Whiterun. And then after that, they're like, well, the dude... I'm so tired of playing Skyrim, and then I go to Whiterun, and he's like, talk to my mage. And then the mage is like, go grab a stone from fucking Bleakfall Barrows. At this point, whenever I play, I go to Bleakfall Barrows before I go to Whiterun. I grab it, I grab the stone, I grab the claw, I learn the word, and then I go to the town, and he's like, oh, you already have it. I'm like, yes, bitch, I've already got it. Trust that I don't want to talk to you that much.
Whenever I play, every single time I go to the Imperials, and I just start swinging and swinging, I just commit murder.
Sometimes I don't know if there's a mod that lets you kill kids, but sometimes those kids on Skyrim make me really want to look up whether or not there's a mod to kill kids.
I almost guarantee you there is.
Because them bitches, I'll be like beating the shit out of everybody in Riverwood, right? I'll kill them all, and then the kid will be like, oh, you can't see me, I'm invisible. I'm like, oh, bitch, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna do it.
Hold on.
If I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no,
fucking
I'm
shout at
next
you
to
until you roll into the river and drown.
Killable Children Skyrim Special Edition.
Skyrim funny moments, but all the kids are dead. Oh yeah, baby. Nobly. Now that you're done
Yes.
singing happy birthday and getting cake and I'm assuming possibly birthday ice cream too, is there a specific quest in any of the Fallouts you've played? Probably New Vegas, since you're a New Vegas
Shut the fuck.
cocksucker.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Fucking
Is
watch
there a
yourself there.
specific quest that you would deem your favorite quest in the playthrough?
Oh, I honestly, I probably still haven't even done every
Because
quest so far.
from what it
in the
sounded like,
game.
I know you were like a decent fan of the final main quest for like basically the Civil War. Because there's just so many options of how it could happen, depending on your relationships with people. But is there...
Oh, man.
If you don't have a favorite, what's the most notable, other than the Civil War off the top of your head, that you can think of?
It would have to probably be... It's not even like a real like major quest. Like you don't talk to a person and get a quest. But
Oh, it
there's
doesn't have to be a major one, but if it's notable, it's
No,
notable.
but it's interesting. So you go to this town, and there you find in one of the buildings someone named Ranger Jackson, I believe, and he's an NCI ranger that got wounded, so is kind of got discharged. So he's kind of just living off there. But if you talk to him, you find out that he radios in quite frequently to the ranger station that's not far away from that town.
Interesting. Was there a microphone cut? What the hell just happened? Well, I mean, Wolves is muted. Nobly, what happened to you? Ah. Yeah. I see. Well, I don't know how to carry this on by myself. It's really awkward. I'm just staring at the podcast. It's kind of funny.
All right. Well, I'm here. It's just
Yeah, I saw that somebody was in the room behind you, and
Yeah.
I can't have my camera on right now. My fucking phone's almost dead.
Nah, they were just using the microwave.
Yeah, my aunt walked in and she was telling me about some medicine she grabbed.
Dude, when you turned off your microphone, dude, you were like, he radios in every now and then. And I was like, is that the end of the quest? Is that all you had to say? It was a really weird cutoff. It was like, it sounded like you had more to say, but you were like, I'm not gonna tell you.
So anyway, basically, so he says he radios in, and it makes me feel like I'm a ranger again. Yeah, I'll take some of those.
Are they? I sure hope so.
Yeah. And the interesting part about it was on my playthrough, it actually stopped by the ranger station first. And I realized that through all the times I've played, I've stopped through those stations quite a bit, actually. They're that one specifically. And I'd never actually found out, like, what happens if you talk to him. So if you, like, I stopped through there, I talked to everybody at that station, went to their town, and he told me that they weren't responding to the radio. They hadn't been. And at first he's like, oh, never. I was, do you want me to check on them? He was like, no. They're just going to think I'm an old man who can't let go of my past or whatever. I'm sure they're fine. They can handle themselves.
That's kind of sad.
Like, you actually, yeah. They probably don't have any time to talk to a washed out old man like me. And he's like one of my favorite, like, substantial NPCs.
Kind of like me watching fucking Gerudo be my main character and then trauma blocking that he's dead.
And if you're actually nice to him, he can actually teach you a move. It's called the Ranger something, a Ranger takedown, and it's
That's pretty cool.
If you do a certain thing, like while using a melee weapon, you can knock over your opponent, which I never even knew about until I saw it. But if you pass a speech check, he'll be like, "Oh, but I am kind of worried though. If you could go check it out." Well, you go back there, everyone's fucking dead, and they kidnapped one of the NCR's Rangers there. And
she's like, dang, they don't talk to me. I don't know why. Oh, well, they're their carcasses.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. So I walk in, and the worst part, I walk into the main door, bodies everywhere. I'm searching the place to find out what happened. And all of a sudden, while I'm walking past a corpse, they fucking put landmines underneath the corpses of the dead. So then I get my legs crippled. They fucking had so many traps in that place, and I fucking fell straight into each one, dude. I'd actually load a previous save just to get in there without fucking having used all my doctor's bags.
That's kind of funny. You just fucking Like, damn, what happened to my homies? Legs gone, legs gone, legs gone, legs gone.
I finally get past all the fucking landmines. I open a door, and I'm like, fuck, finally. I walk through it, and there's a fucking tripwire I didn't even see.
I like in those places called the quiet room.
Right
It's more
there.
quiet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Just
you're
getting
in there talking,
interrupted.
huh?
Be quiet.
Well, now I'm
gonna-
talking.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, y'all can piss off. So what's the game topic?
He's talking about his favorite mission in Vegas right now. If you have a favorite mission in any of the Bethesda games that you played, you can share yours afterwards as well.
But that's pretty much the end of the mission. They
You
find the
tripwires.
you find the ranger mission. You tell him, "Hey, everyone's dead," and he's like, "Oh wow, have some money." Pretty much.
My
They said a little
hit
bit more
paid
than that,
off.
but he's like, "Oh man," and then he's like, "Here for your troubles." And
For your
actually, no, he
troubles.
didn't give me money. He gave me a set of ranger patrol,
What
armor.
if he gave you money? I would have just assumed that he was the one. He was actually just radioing intel to somebody else. He's like, crazy.
I mean,
Real
that's not the
convenient.
craziest fan theory I've heard.
My favorite mission is one of the main missions in Fallout 3. Of like,
If
you
you tell me
start
it's
out. It's
being
like
a
a
kid in the vault, I'm gonna punch you in the head.
no. It's where you go to the other vault.
There's so many fucking vaults in Fallout, dude. Like in
only
Fallout
go to,
4,
like, 2.
there's achievements for just visiting vaults. There's I don't know. It might be
I can't
Fallout
remember
4,
what this one
but
is.
there's a vault with just like puppets in there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
one man and a bunch of puppets.
I don't know what these were all like. Every vault was a psychological test.
Most
really
faults, yeah.
It's really fucking weird. I feel like maybe in our cryogen vault in Fallout 4, they didn't have time to set up their test or something, because that one feels just like a normal doomsday vault where you cryo your people so that maybe you can come back at a later date.
The
I'm trying to
purpose
look-
of the cryostasis in Fallout is to see the effects of freezing on the human body and if it can be reanimated.
I think
So
it
what
was Vault. I think it was Vault 106 that I enjoyed the most. Cause like, it's part of the main
is
storyline.
Fallout 3 101?
Yeah, Fallout 3 is Vault 101.
And shit, is Fallout 4 Vault 111? You know what's funny? In my recent
Yeah.
Fallout 4 playthrough that I'm playing right now, I'm just fucking around trying to get achievements, so I just have God mode turned on. I haven't equipped any other clothes, and I play in third person, so I have my Vault jumpsuit on still, and I still don't know what fucking Vault it is.
It's 111.
No, in Fallout 3,
The
I think
Vault
it's like
gives me
Vault
trauma.
106. But
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite missions in there because like you go in there, and they basically put you in this fucking simulator of like life, like before.
Oh, I know what you're
before
talking about.
the nukes. Yeah, and like you're supposed to find like this
Isn't
kid.
that where
but-
you find your father for the first time?
No, you find your father in like.
No,
a
but isn't
fuck-
your father trapped in the simulation?
No, he was for a little bit, and then he escaped. But you're too late to figure
Mm.
that out. So you go in trying to see if you can find him, and like you have to go through this fucking. God, it was
If
so
I'm not
annoying. but I
That's
got
mistaken-
the size slasher mission, isn't it? Where you got to play the serial killer.
Yeah, that's it right there.
If I'm not mistaken, the first time you find your father, isn't he in like this facility behind like a piece of glass? When you talk to him?
No, he's in the science lab in a different facility, but
Yeah, but
I think
isn't
the
he behind like a
Brotherhood's
piece of
still
glass when you
secret.
talk to him the first time? You just kind of show up and he's in the glass room. I might be placeboing myself, but
I think you're placeboing yourself because that. I remember a glass room. I remember it. Yep, no, right here. It was a complete steel room with just like a bunch of science speakers and shit.
okay. So you had face-to-face interaction with them outside of a wall being in between you. Interesting.
Yeah, you had. What you're thinking of is like where he dies.
Interesting.
Spoiler alert.
Lol.
It's
If you haven't
really
fucking
not.
played it yet, kind of get over it. How many years has it been? Fucking 20 years?
There's no way it's been fucking 20 years since Fallout 3 came out. No.
Oh, it's been
Fallout
it's been
3 release.
22 years since New Vegas
Yeah,
came out.
came out in 2008, so 15. It'll be 15 this
Fuck.
year on October 28th. That's crazy.
Oh, so New
bro.
Vegas is older than Fallout 3. I think New Vegas came out in 2004.
New Vegas
Yeah.
release.
New Vegas
Unless
is
I'm
older
remembering
than Fallout
incorrectly.
3, I think.
No, Fallout New Vegas came out in 2010. You cracker.
Okay, I'm off.
Done lost your marbles, man.
I thought I
Yeah,
heard
Fallout
something
3
in
came out in
2004.
October 28th, 2008.
Not quite that old, but they're getting there.
New Vegas was October 19th, 2010. Fallout 4 was November 10th, 2015. And Fallout 2 was October 29th, 1998.
That's
And
when I was
only-
born.
Like a year and a half, Fallout 4 will be 10 years old.
Gross.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Can't wait till we celebrate a decade of Fallout 76, am I right?
No, they better fucking just make a new Fallout and forget about Fallout 76.
It's like a redheaded stepchild, bro.
Actually, the first game of Fallout
It's
came
like a
out
prom
in...
night dumpster baby, alright? You just fucking leave them there and get over it.
Oh.
Damn. Fallout and Fallout 2 were actually only a year apart whenever they came out.
I mean, they were just a top-down war simulator.
Yeah, Fallout... The first Fallout was
I wouldn't call
October
them a
10th
war
of
simulator.
1997.
I feel like Fallout's a war simulator with the way I play.
Wow.
I'm a menace to society, bro. Ain't nobody
I guess it is
living.
what you make of it.
It is a roleplay
Fallout-
game.
Yeah. So yeah, they're almost like an entire year away from each other. It's just Fallout was on October 10th and Fallout 2 was on October 29th.
Nice. Ain't too
That's
shabby.
pretty quick release.
I know,
Well,
that was.
I mean, they had pretty limited resources.
Well, you
at
also
that
go from
point.
Fallout 2 coming out in 1998 to Fallout 3 coming out in 2008. So,
I mean, yeah, but you got to think that
Yeah,
they
but they
went from
make
a
other
top-down
projects,
like war game, and then all of a sudden, one, it's no longer Obsidian doing like their Sims that they wanted to do, like their top-down strategy games. Instead, it's Bethesda's now bought the IP to it, and they're doing a first-person story-based RPG.
yeah, I'm looking for a gameplay real quick of just Fallout. Actually, I don't think. Is there any, or is it all Fallout 4?
I mean, you
Well,
could look up
of every
OG
game.
Fallout gameplay.
Huh?
Look up OG Fallout gameplay. If you put an OG, it always gives you the oldest version. Because it just, it's
Yeah,
like, oh
sure.
yeah, old Fallout. Because if you look up old Fallout gameplay now, there's almost 10 years worth of Fallout 4 gameplay. They'll just think
A
you
really
mean
good
like
video on
years
like
ago.
the old Fallouts is made by DJ Peace Cobbler, smaller YouTuber. Really like that guy, but
Yeah,
he has a really
because
good video
we're
about-
clearly bigger
Classic
YouTubers.
RPG.
We're shouting them out.
no, we're not
There's
shouting
literally
out.
one video, the
definitely
classic
is.
RPG, Let's
A
Play
really
Fallout
good
1.
YouTuber. I like a lot of his video essays. Like he
Oh
dies in
my
the
God.
Bioshock, and Bioshock. I've
Oh,
never played it.
Bioshock.
I've heard good things.
I've
Actually,
holy shit.
the
Really?
the first
Only
Fallout
Bioshock
was
I've ever
top-down.
played is Infinite.
Oh my god, look at this. This looks weird as hell. This is also kind of blurry, so...
He's just looking at old Fallout now. He's getting distracted.
Well, I mean, fucking look at this shit, though. This look
I've seen
weird.
it. I know what it looks like.
I watched somebody play it before. I'm not a big fan of
I'm just talking about this
top-down
specific
strategies,
image.
but- That's funky, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I like the way it looks,
Hey,
but it's
they
just,
did
that's
keep the
weird.
green Pip-Boy essence until New Vegas, but
Yeah.
New Vegas sucks, so.
Oh, does it?
Oh, okay, that's going down the road that we do not need to go down yet.
Oh, fuck, Nobly, what was your branch to Minecraft, man? What did you want to say about that?
So I actually did play on this one Minecraft roleplay server that Aiden is aware of. I tried to get him to play with me. He was like, no.
Wow.
Are you talking about your kingdom one?
Yeah, like you had to like make an application to play on the server, and then they had to accept it. So that you had to get whitelisted.
But the
I,
thing is that
no big
anytime that
deal.
you're on the server, you have to be in like role playing the entire time.
It was
And
fun.
I still have
it
the
was
skin
really
for
fun.
it. I still have the skin that Travis made because it's a really good skin. It's just I didn't join his faction or really the game itself. Anything.
He didn't
I
play
think-
at all.
I think
I literally
the,
made his application for him because he was like, I don't want to write the application. I did it for him. I got his character accepted. Never got on.
I hopped on once actually. No. I hopped on once, and then after that, I didn't hop on again because I was like, I'm not wanting to do it. I'm sorry.
Dude, the closest thing I ever got to roleplay servers on Minecraft would be Winecraft.
There was a, God, this isn't a part of roleplay, but there's one Minecraft server that me and Travis joined. Do you remember what that server was called?
Oh, the Anarchy server?
Yeah.
Was it like Blue Wind or something? It was Blue something, wasn't it? Or Wind something?
It was something wind, I know that.
Wasn't it just
but
Windcraft?
I think so.
I'll never get on it again, though.
You talking about like just a chaos server?
Yeah, it's just
it
a
was
chaos
kind
server,
of
but
Anarchy.
I don't like anarchy servers. Like, I mean, I get you wanting to be like given free reign to use hacks and stuff on anarchy servers, but like, for me, who doesn't
I
want to
wanted
download
to get on
hacks,
it just watching the 2B2T videos and like about like the lore that they have.
yeah,
like,
the only
within
thing
just
I
the
know
player
about
made-
anarchy servers for like 2B2T is the dude who kept trying to build a fucking castle, and everybody would fly over, bomb it, and leave, and he just kept building the same thing over and over again. He was trying to build a mega base in 2B2T, and it was not going well. For the people who do pixel art and stuff, and they get it blown up, and they just rebuild the pixel art, it's like, those people on that server are stubborn as fuck.
just live on there.
They're like, dude, you're gonna have to go to bed. I'm on here 36 hours a day. Ain't no goddamn way.
Me and Aiden had got betrayed on our Anarchy server we were playing on.
I think
Travis was trying to recruit people. and
dude, my scummiest thing I think I ever did on like a faction server is I kept teleporting to this dude who was like, teleport for free diamond, and he would drop you in a lava trap, right? But I kept teleporting over and over again. He kept killing me, thinking I was like some fucking fool. But I was playing the long con, and I was like, dude, that's so cool. How do you get people to do this? So he invites me into his faction and lets me TP into his area. I set him home. He signs off for the night. I take all his shit, and I go to spawn. I just start throwing it all out, and then I cover the entire. And then I cover the entire base in lava, so that way when he spawns and he dies and loses all his shit. Because to TP to spawn, you had to stand still for 15 seconds without taking damage. So when he spawns back in lava, he can't TP anywhere. Because he lived inside an obsidian box, so he can't break it quickly to ender pearl out because the walls were covered in lava, like 3 thick, and he couldn't reach the ceiling unless he wanted to swim with lava. But he was one of those factions players that never carried a potion on him.
I never carry potions on me either, no matter what I'm playing.
I don't give a damn about potions. If you're gonna kill me, you're probably gonna kill me. Which, I mean, if you're confidently chasing me down, dude, it's the end of my life.
It's fucking over already.
Me and Travis did pretty well whenever it came to surviving. It's just whenever we were recruiting people, there was a couple of them that were like, "We're gonna fuck over these newbies."
I like playing hardcore.
And we had a pretty
servers.
good base going on too.
Hardcore servers are pretty fun, but like the moment you sign off, you gotta sleep. You sleep from anywhere from like fucking 8 to 10 hours, like I do. You show up and shit, the whole fucking map might be gone. But no, every time I went to sleep on a hardcore server, dude, I wake up and come back, all my shit's gone. And there will always be a sign there that says, "Took your stuff, lel." I'm like, dude, I'm gonna beat you if I find out who you are, bro. I'm gonna show up to your base.
Hardcore, dude.
I'm gonna show up to your base and be really sad that I can't mine the obsidian because you took all my diamonds. And some dude had the audacity, because I had to leave for a few days for a vacation. I came back, this dude quarried my base. Like, up from I was like 100 blocks under this fucking mountain, bro. He flattens the mountain and mines my entire base down to bedrock. It just fucking left it all.
1 sec, I blow my nose. Mute so you don't have to listen to it.
Oh, listen to this chemical warfare. Oh man, what other RPGs have you played, Aiden? I think the big one for everybody is Bethesda stuff, because Fallout sci-fi and other stuff, and then or like post-apocalyptic sci-fi, depending on your modding, I guess. I wouldn't really say it's sci-fi. Nobly, that was fucking gross. What are you doing?
Why are you showing it to the camera, you asshole?
What the shit? Yeah, I wouldn't say it's sci-fi, but like Skyrim is so open to other people who don't like guns and stuff and like their roles. Because you can, I mean, every Skyrim run, I always resort to Stealth Archer.
Well,
Like, I'll go in and I'll be like, yeah, two-handed Warhammer, and I'll be like, damn, I have no fucking stamina for this at the beginning of the game.
Skill.
I will fuck
we're
your mom
talking
with all this
about-
skill and send you a video. Shut up.
Do it.
If we're talking about RPGs,
That's
like
gross.
role-playing games, there's technically wouldn't a couple VR games like Onward and shit technically also be considered role-playing games?
I mean, like, if you're... It depends on how you identify it, but...
I would
I
say
don't know.
Onward's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
That's your VR shooter, right?
Yeah, it's
Well, it's
like
technically like a.
That's a super realistic shooter, though, isn't it? Like Milsim?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a milsim.
I'd say
It's
if you're playing a
decently
Milsim and
realistic
you're
for
really
Call
into
of Duty.
being a fucking, like, agent, bro. You're going
Do you
in there
consider
acting
Attack
so-
Assault VR to be a RPG?
I mean, it's kind of like dollar store Onward, but you still, like, you're
No,
going
dude,
in there.
Onward's they're not some.
Onward gets fucked.
Onward
Me
is
and
like
Trevor-
open field warfare.
Yeah.
I suppose that's true.
Like, there's no rescuing the hostage or anything like that. It's all fucking like squad based, like war tactics, and
Is that with a lot of
Fucking-
other players?
it's with teams of like 5.
Okay.
Team. Yeah, it's 5.
Is it like once you're dead, or like you respawn? And
Yeah,
it's like
once
first
you're
to this
dead, you're
many
dead.
Kills. Okay. Yeah, I haven't played Onward. And
Or
I've only seen,
actually,
like,
it depends on your
little clips
game
of it.
mode, I guess, since their
Is it like
assault
a team
is,
deathmatch and stuff?
does have limited respawns.
Okay.
Like, Attack Assault
mean-
is just CQB fucking
I
room
mean,
clearing, pretty much.
I guess it just depends on what you yourself identify as a role-play game. Like, if you're playing a role and you're really into it when you're playing the game, then you are now turning it into your own personal role-playing game.
Yeah.
And that's like my point with the Minecraft thing was, yeah, you know, Minecraft is not intended to be played
No,
that way.
Minecraft
There's
is
no
a
real true
creative
way it is
sandbox.
intended to be played.
All it's identified as a creative sandbox. It's play your way.
Yeah. So, like, you can really do that with any game. Like, I fucking play Call of Duty, not Call of Duty. I haven't played Call of Duty in so long. Call of Duty fell off hard.
I want Call of Duty funny moments. That's what I want. It's
Yeah,
just
I
so
haven't-
fast paced. You could play like 3 matches and have all the content you need.
Oh,
You think so?
Oh, for sure, dude. But I don't know. I think my favorite COD clip I've ever seen was I think it was like a YouTuber group like Grizzy and them, and they have a friend Yummy and whatnot. I think it was Yummy yelling. And he yells, "Fuck you" or something like "Fuck you, you stupid," and then Grizzy says the N word, like alley oops the fucking insult over to Grizzy, and he fucking finishes it in open mic.
Bro. Bro.
I
remember
thought
the
it was pretty
Vanoss
funny
heyday
'cause-
back in the day, dude.
I don't think I give a damn about like playing COD like COD anymore. I'll run in and be like, "Ho, I got a shotgun," and they keep yelling at me because they're like, "You have a fucking shotgun." I'm like, "We're in a closed building map, dude. I'm not on a field. You think I'm going skeet shooting? No, I'm looking for your head."
COD is
like-
kind of bad.
But I like COD now for hot mics, dude. For like when you kill somebody and you could just hear them beating their controller into the wall.
I've heard the new Modern Warfare's good, though.
Oh yeah, I wish I had more people to play like Warzone with, because, well, one, most of the people in our group shitty dookie at shooters. So let's be honest, we're not getting out of bot lobbies. So,
You mean everybody but Q is shitty dookie?
well, Q, I've never seen play something COD like. I see him play something that's like precision gunplay. That's pretty much it. He's pretty damn good at Elden Ring, but that does not translate to COD.
Maybe it might. You don't
Maybe
know.
he equips some fucking cannonballs on
Maybe
his
his
hands and
dolphin
runs around
dives
in
are
his
fucking on
underwear.
point.
Dude, the fucking the people who do the fucking slide cancels and shit piss me off, because I'll be like, "Oh yeah, my tracking's phenomenal today," and then they start going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm like, dude, fucking sit still. What the shit?
Last COD I played probably was what COD game did Warzone come out on?
What COD did Warzone come out on?
Yeah,
Modern Warfare 1 Remastered.
yeah, I played that.
I played
at my
that
uncle
one.
or my
I played
cousin's
that
house
one.
summer.
A lot. The last one I played, though, what was it? It was whatever COD just came out before the new Modern Warfare came out. But I had played that one. I played the original Modern Warfare Remaster a lot because I grew up on Modern Warfare and Black Ops. So I was like, okay, I'll buy it.
My cousin was like the type of guy who would like go to work
But-
for fucking 12 hours a night and then get home and then do nothing but play COD just to talk shit.
He's like, dude, I had a shit day, so I'm gonna give you a shit day.
Like that's all he had on his PlayStation when I stayed with him for a summer, and that's all I fucking did was play Call of Duty that summer. And I
Oh,
never
is that
touched
whenever
him.
you went to Arizona?
It was Nevada, but yeah, that's
Right,
literally
right.
I literally smoked and played Call of Duty. That was
Okay,
it.
so I mean,
Smoked,
if you're
drank Bush Light, and played Call of Duty.
I
that's
can't believe
literally
you
just
remember the brand.
that's just fucking COD gamer right there.
Yep.
you don't catch a COD player drinking much other than fucking Bush anyways. Like if you ask somebody on COD what they're drinking, they say fucking brandy or like bourbon or something. Like, dude, you got something better to do with your life. What the hell are you doing here? Go play
drink
Battlefield or
tequila,
something.
too.
Do fucking some really cool shots or something.
No,
I
shit
would-
was funny because Travis
all I
would
know.
text us every now and then. He just sent us a video of just him and his uncle drinking.
Did he
And then
did he ever
fucking
send you a
after-
voice message? He's like, I love you guys.
No,
he's like I'm not capable of love at this age, so fuck
I was
you guys.
stoned, not drunk.
Majority of the time he was stoned, but he hadn't touched water for like almost that entire summer because they just
No,
didn't do
I
that
drink a
there.
lot of water. No, they had bottled water, but if they ran out, that was it. Because you don't want to drink the tap water.
I don't like
Yeah.
drinking tap water no matter where I am. There's just so much mineral
Bro.
deposit in it. The hard
Tap-
water is just
Bro.
gross.
That is what I miss about living in South Dakota. The tap water was so fucking good. It was literally
It's
was on.
It's
the
like
quality
spring water
of-
straight out of the fucking
Yeah, no, that's
goddamn
where
faucet.
all the water comes from in that state. They have it's the state with the U.S.'s largest reserve of fresh spring water.
It's
Well,
the
I
best
guess you
fucking
learn
water
something
you'll
new
drink
every
too.
day.
Sometimes, like, I have a filter in my house, but sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm feeling tap today.
So he goes fucking to the bathroom to get it.
Dude, I used to be a fiend.
I
growing
used to
up.
drink
Like,
the bathroom water, dude.
if
The
I
bathroom
woke
water
up-
at your house
dude,
was
I
like
remember
the
one time.
If I woke up
I
at like
remember
2 in
once-
the morning and I was thirsty, I'd go to the bathroom, like I'd piss in the middle of the night, and I'm like, dude, I'm thirsty. I just put my head under the faucet and turned that shit on. I was like, whoa.
That's what I did too. I didn't have a water bottle, so I sat there and I was
Dude,
like,
I just put my head under it and try to catch as many drops as I
I
can.
think back
it's on
when I
full
was
blast
little,
and I'm
and I
waterboarding
drink from the
myself.
hose, and now I'm like, never again.
No, why do you think it's probably been so long since you've been this sick? You were prepping yourself, dude.
Dude,
You were taking
hose-
vaccines.
I remember how it tastes, and I don't like.
It
like,
tastes like
I don't
metal
like it.
and plastic. That's it. It didn't. It tasted good when you were outside all day, but like if you were like, you want to drink a bottle of water or hose water, I'd be like, give me the fucking bottle.
I
But if you
remember
can't-
being outside one summer when it was hot as fuck with my dad, wearing a wife beater like at like 6 years old. When my dad mowed the lawn, and I
That
was
was-
outside with like a toy lawnmower, pushing it through the grass, sweating my ass off.
All I ever wore as a child was fucking tank tops, dude. And I only ever wore the white ones with like the little linen stripes down the side, like had their stitch patterns. It was those little wife beaters, bro. I used to wear a bandana and a big fake gold chain as like a 3-year-old, and sunglasses inside. And I put my dad's shoes on, which are by far way too big for my little tiny feet.
You know those
And I
tennis
would
hats
see-
that have like the
I
top
would
cut
fucking
off where you can see
see
your
me-
hair?
Eminem and
Here's-
shit. Yeah, I have a picture of me in one of those with a mohawk, the gold chain, and rapping the Eminem. I was like fucking 4.
Would just wear that and a wife beater when I was little. That would be it.
Dude,
I have a picture
that-
on my wall of me
Travis,
wearing one. now,
It's
the wife
arguably
beater,
the
though.
best outfit to go with as a kid.
What's up?
You remember back whenever we were like in middle school, or not middle school? Well, yeah, middle school too. I gotta bring that up. But you remember back in like elementary school, or me and you were big chillin', and
Big
fucking I
chillin'.
came up. I like had flat hair that day. I kind of looked almost like this is just a little bit shorter hair. But I come to school the next day with a big ass fucking mohawk or like a really
I do
tiny
remember
one.
that.
Curved up.
I remember.
Yeah.
Do you remember Kemper?
I do remember Kemper and his
And he
like.
came to school with
mask.
his fucking rainbow mohawk, and everyone was like, "Damn, bro, your hair is different colors. What the hell?"
Yeah, we were all
Crazy.
fucking amazed by that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I was so jealous, dude. He's the
until you
coolest
get to
person I've ever
middle
seen.
school and you see somebody with dyed hair, and like, man, you're fucking shut up. Why is that your whole personality?
I dyed my hair in middle school to no, it was actually 5th grade. I dyed
your
my
blue
Yeah,
hair.
hair?
blue hair.
Yeah, I had blue hair, and then in
He
middle
did it a
school,
couple
I came
times.
back.
He's had black hair. He's had blue hair. He's had like white hair.
Actually, I haven't had white hair. I've had green,
Green.
and I had also like a.
But it washed
pink one
out and it
too.
looked like cyan, like a very light blue.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird. I don't know how he did that shit, dude. I remember the day he came to school and with black hair, dude. Oh my god, just laid into him, dude.
Everyone was just like, nah, you a fucking bitch. You have black hair. You fucking emo son of a bitch. You fucking cocksucker. I was like,
Oh my god,
Jesus
he looks so
Christ.
fucking stupid. He looks so stupid.
Travis, you remember
Really?
that time whenever you got a buzz cut?
I did get a buzz cut, and that's better than fucking
That
walking
shit
into
was
school with that black hair.
hell
dude.
no.
I used
You
to have a
motherfucker
buzz
look
cut
bald as
every.
shit.
I used to get a buzz cut like every 4 months because I was like, dude, because I never let my hair grow to the like the point where it was manageable, like you could ponytail it. As when I was younger, I started growing it out when I was like 16. I cut it off once since then, but I used to.
His
It was at the point where it was not short enough to leave alone, but not long enough to tie back, so it was like poking me in the forehead or like right in the eyes. I'm like, dude, this shit's mad annoying. You keep pointing at me like that. I'm gonna show you.
I'm not
that
pointing
point
at you,
pain.
motherfucker. I'm pointing at him. Because first off, there's a difference between my buzz cut and his black hair. And my buzz cut, I got it because
He
my
said
mom
you
gave
got
me a haircut.
You said you look with your buzz cut. You look like a bald bitch. First of all,
That's
a buzz
what
cut
buzz
looks
cut
different.
is.
A buzz cut's slightly different than the bald because if you touch a bald person's head and it's clean, your
That's
hand's gonna
the
slide off.
problem.
But if you touch a
That's
buzz cut
the-
person's head,
Let me
it's like
let me
Velcro.
get this out of the way. I only had a buzz cut because my mom put a line down my fucking head, and it was. She said, "Oh, but you look so cute with the buzz cut. So you can either go down with the line down the middle of your head, or you can let me give you a buzz cut." I had no fucking say in the matter.
Yeah, dude, fucking my
You
dad
made
one
a
day was
conscious
giving me a
decision to get your hair
haircut and
dyed
it fucking cut the back of my
Oh yeah,
hair.
100%.
And he was like, "All right, well, I guess
And you
you
know
gotta
what?
cut
I
your hair off."
enjoyed every second of making you motherfuckers suffer. It was the
We didn't
best
suffer.
goddamn thing.
I feel
You
like
suffered.
I feel like Aiden went home every day and cried. He's like, "They hate me." Bruh.
I remember
I
you
was-
were
it
at the
also-
point where you wanted to beat up Austin for making fun of you. You're like, motherfucker.
Austin was fucking different. Austin's a
I
big
don't-
fat fucking bitch.
I don't think I've
You
ever
You
met
get
guys
an
are the
Austin
only.
I
I've
like.
known you guys for years.
I
don't
get
think
along with Austin.
I don't think I've met an Austin I like, dude.
You know my Google profile, my picture.
Is that Austin?
That's Austin.
I just remember he had long hair before his grandpa died.
Dude,
Yeah.
nobody put me on the fucking spot though when he was like, guess his fucking ethnicity, and I was like, oh wow. I was like, he looks native, and he's like, yeah, you got it. And I was like, dude, it was definitely the eye line for me. Like his eye and his nose really gave it away for me. But
What
like,
about his eye and his nose?
okay, buddy, we're not getting into this. You're not gonna give me those questions to purposely try to put me on the bad end of the table. I'm at the adults table. I ain't sitting at the
I didn't
kids'
notice
table.
anything weird with his eyes. I
No,
look
I
perfectly
didn't say
normal.
his eyes look weird, you fucking moron. What is normal
but
to you? We're just
what was
normal. You
different?
saying
What was
you
different
say
about his eyes that
European
were
eye-
different from everybody else's that made it noticeable?
he looked native, you fucking jackass.
Oh,
you grew up with Native
wow.
American
Okay,
people.
okay.
Okay,
I see.
Pull up
Travis
the
is
picture.
putting you in
Everybody
a corner.
will...
The best thing for you to do is shut the fuck up now. And we'll make fun of him at the
Nope.
same
I
time.
will take the picture of his Google profile and I'll post it and I'll be like, this, you guys are on my side. You'll see exactly what I mean if you look at the fucking picture. Like, it's very noticeable once you know what you're looking for.
It's not true. It's not true, dude. His eyes look like just like everybody else's eyes. I don't get. They
That
got
is-
color. They got whites. Yeah, they got the white of his eyes. You look into that. You see the
No,
little
I'm
color.
not talking about the eyeball, you jackass.
Oh, what are you talking about then?
The fucking eyelids, the eye line, the bags under his eyes, the eyebrows, like the fucking facial features, you jackass.
What facial features would you say that?
I'm gonna stick my
he
tongue
has that
so
other people
far up
don't?
your ass, you're gonna think that somebody fucking gave you a colonoscopy last year.
Alright, well,
Better.
I have to take a piss.
No, you
Better
don't,
not.
bitch. Do you have any other things you want to bring up before the end, Nobly?
I feel like I didn't bring up half the shit that I had planned on talking about because we got sidetracked so much. But
What? Do you still want to talk about it?
um,
Do you even remember it? That's the first question.
I do remember, but then I'd just be going back to like shit I said at the beginning and then didn't finish, and I feel like not doing that.
I mean, we can.
We could. That's true. Of course we could, but
Well, start fucking rambling instead of stacking up your fucking lozenges.
this is important. Hold on. Watch this shit. It's gonna stand up.
It's gonna fall. It's
Dumbass.
the fucking stream heard it fall too. Alright, well, if you gotta go take a piss, I'm gonna make Nobly start rambling about what he wants to talk about.
Alright.
All right, let's
You
see
guys
if I
do that
can
then.
run through it quickly. Anyway, I was saying, this is going way back to the beginning. You were talking about Fallout 3 Ghoul mission with the fucking Metaton, and you guys were like, you can choose to be racist or not racist. Well,
No, that was him. Yeah, that really caught me off guard too.
no, you just gotta fucking throw the blame away.
With the
But not
ghouls is
me.
just racism.
Go take a piss.
Anyway, there's a mission at the Repcon building where this guy who wants to give you information in exchange for you getting rid of the ghouls. And instead of just killing the ghouls, or not killing the ghouls, you can get rid of them and help solve the other guy's problem by basically going through and talking to them. And what you'll find out is that they're a religious sect that believe that they can go to the great beyond. They're trying to repair a rocket so that they can fly into space and live free of the human cruelty.
Whoa.
And now you can either kill them to get rid of them, or
Did you kill him?
no, I've never killed them,
Good
but I
man.
do kill something. So you gotta repair the rockets and find the part, but to do that, you actually have to get to the underground segment. And they basically, when you get to them, they tell you that there's demons who've been haunting them and killing their members.
Are they like ferals down there?
So it turns out they are actually nightkin. Do you know what nightkin are?
No, but I assume they thrive in the dark in the caves.
They are super mutants that have become addicted to stealth boys. And
That's fucking creepy.
their constant use of the stealth boys has turned their skin like this pale blue, and they do not like being looked at. But basically, they want you to kill all the super mutant nightkin and get them out of there. Now, you can either kill the nightkin, you can sneak through the area and find their leader, and if you do, he tells you that he's there looking for a shipment of pip boys, or not pip boys, stealth boys, and that if you've helped them find the shipment, they'll leave. Turns out, you explore, and I've never done this part, and you find like a transcript that says that the Pit Boys never made it here. They got stuck to where they were at before the bombs fell. So you tell them that, and they go on their way. I always just fucking kill them, because it's a pain in the ass to go do that. I just fucking... bye. They all die. Then you go out, and you help the... They're like, oh yeah, well now we can get to the rockets. They get to the rockets. You help them repair them. And once you do, they fly off in a rocket ship. And you watch their rocket ship crash into the ground. And they all die.
So,
Anyway.
really, if you do everything the pacifist way, the only people that die are the ghouls.
Except they kill themselves.
Yeah.
Technically.
So if you just want to speedrun the mission, you kill the ghouls.
Yes, but I always do it because it's easy, free karma, positive karma.
Okay, so it's like a karma system.
Yeah, so you can get negative karma and good karma.
Do
I think that's
do the
affected
NPCs
by
just
the
like
luck.
magically fucking detect your karma? Or does it like
so,
open up
like,
new dialogue options and things that you wouldn't be able
Here's
to do?
another thing I'll come back to. I was telling you about like the way fuck, maybe I might have forgot this point. I'm fucking all winded from being sick. It's annoying me. Anyway.
you say 12 words and you're like, whoo, that was a good marathon.
Fuck. Remind me what you were just saying that made me say going back to?
Brother, well, what the hell? The karma system is like, does it open up more dialogue options if you're good or something?
Oh yes, making it feel like you have an impact on the world. So like, there's a place that's been taken over by powder gangers, which are a group of people who escaped the NCR correctional prison, and they're kind of a minor faction within the game. And
That's
you
the
can go
bad
to
boys.
this town, called Nipton. And basically what happens is that the powder gangers kill the sheriff in town, so it's lawless, and the NCR don't have enough men to go and bring law to the town. So the options there are...
I think I've been there before.
Yeah, the options you have is go up to the Mojave outpost and request reinforcements for the NCR so they can give law to the town. You can reprogram the Securitron there, who's supposed to be like a museum kind of liaison that shows people around for the little museum they
Reprogram
have
it to
there.
go out there and start fucking butchering them.
You can reprogram it to be the sheriff, or you can go to the NCR correctional facility and you can find someone who used to be a sheriff and you can make them the sheriff. And basically, they don't want the NCR to be the people to bring law to the town, because then that comes taxes, and they don't want to pay taxes. I can relate.
Ain't nobody want to pay taxes.
Yeah. You can reprogram I think his name is Prim Slim, and they don't really like that either because
They don't want to be
you know,
ruled by a robot.
the robot doesn't understand what it means. He uses a lot of force when it may not be warranted. Or you can go break the sheriff out, and the only person who's not happy about that is the person who gives you the quest, Deputy Beagle, because then he's not a deputy anymore. But the annoying part is I've done all of those 3 things, and he bitches about it no matter what. He's like, "Well, man, I'm not like no matter what you do, deputy, so he can go shove it. No one cares what he wants."
So basically,
Have you killed
if
him?
you bring in the NCR, the NCR takes over. Deputies no longer needed.
Yes, because they're protected by the army.
He's
You
like,
bring in
well,
Prim Slim. Prim Slim's a robot. He tells Beagle to fuck off. Same thing with
the sheriff's like,
the
dude,
sheriff.
fuck you, man. You're useless.
He
You ran
brings in
away."
his own friends, and his friends become the deputies.
Was the deputy the original deputy to the sheriff?
Yes, but he was a big coward, and he was
Yeah, I was
only
gonna say
deputy, I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say he probably fucking survived being captured because he ran away, huh?
Yes, and you actually find the sheriff's in his wife's bodies. They're murdered in his sleep, and the sheriff's wife is his sister, so I'm pretty sure that's why he got to become deputy. You can
Interesting.
literally find a note on his body if you end up not being able to save him that says, "I was running away from the powder gangers when whatever." But to my main point of that is like after you do that, like I'll be walking around town and they'll be like, "Did you hear that Prim has a new sheriff in town?" I bet the powder gangers would think twice before running amok around there or whatever.
Right,
And say
like
I'm like,
whenever you do something, all the NPCs know, kind of thing.
and there's a radio station. I think it's the New Vegas radio, where they have like it's my favorite radio because they have this talk show host, kind of like the host who like tells you news about the Mojave,
Right.
and like throughout it, like you'll slowly start to hear the quests that you did show up on there as like news from just word of mouth spreading it around.
I guess I've never thought about that because when I was playing Horizon, if you do the hunting lodge missions, you help the one of the ladies there who basically takes you in, like she sponsors you to be the hunter under her wing, and then the other leader dies, so she becomes the leader, and her I believe it was like her brother was a hunter there, and her father was the original leader, but they both died. And then after you help her become the leader, like around the world, you'll hear people be like, "Oh, a woman in charge of the hunter lodge. I never thought I'd live to see the day." Or, "Oh, the woman's in charge of the hunting lodge only because all the men in her family are dead," kind of thing. Like, I guess I never thought about that. Like being able to hear that what you did or what you helped somebody else do, they just know.
Yeah, and like as you become like you, because there's multiple stages of being accepted by a faction. You never officially join any faction, but you can gain reputation. So like,
Well, yeah.
in my playthrough right now,
this is New Vegas, correct?
yeah.
Because you're just on your own mission. You don't give a damn about pretty much
Well,
anything.
that depends how you play too. Like I play like I'm 100% part of the NCR, and even as like, depending on what you do, like I dress up in the NCR armor, so like I'll go through and I will talk to a ranger. They'll be like, "You shouldn't be here because it's a ranger station," and they're like, "I don't know what company you're from, but you shouldn't be here." And like they'll talk to you like you're actually part of it,
Who's your
like
fucking
you're just a
sergeant?
regular soldier. Yeah, they're like, or like you'll go to a camp of like regular soldiers. I went to the front line little camp area, and they're like, "I didn't know we were supposed to be expecting any reinforcements here anytime soon." And they were like, just small shit like that. I like is what really makes it, kind of sells it to me.
Yeah, I guess Obsidian did Fallout better than Bethesda did, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
They made it
definitely
in
put the
18 months
effort.
too. The whole
I
game.
know, they were
I knew.
rushed
18 months.
and they put so much more effort into it. It wasn't like just a cash grab. It was a story-driven game.
It was really good though.
It was. Oh man, I gotta pee now too. Should we wrap it up here?
I gotta give Wolves a couple minutes for any of the cluttered people in his area to disperse because he's gonna be doing the outro today. But Wolves is ready. If you're ready, we can definitely do the outro.
Well, I gotta piss, so until he's ready, you have to entertain it. Good luck, no pressure.
Good luck, no pressure. I'll just sit here and do absolutely fuck all, bro.
Okay, you're gonna have to give it a minute though.
Give it a minute for what? Somebody else in there?
Nah, he's gonna come back in here to fucking push it in the microwave, but No, one thing I do like about Fallout New Vegas that Travis was just talking about is the fact of the coding with how as soon as you do something, it changes the whole way that the game pretty much is, and with how characters act whenever you're wearing specific types of armor or whenever you interact with someone or if you do something for someone. I enjoy that factor of games because it adds more variety to it,
Right, like
adds different dialogue.
on Skyrim, dude, I would go into like the Stormcloak battles on the Stormcloak side wearing Imperial armor, and they didn't change a damn thing. You'd think like you wear Imperial armor, the Imperials aren't going to attack you, but now you get to kill the Stormcloaks from their side of the battle because they weren't expecting it.
Yeah,
Kind of thing.
that'd be something that you would expect, but not something that you would think would happen. Really.
Right.
And not just that, but also with the fact of different ways of like combat in that game as well.
Yeah. I like that your quiet room has a microwave and a squeaky door.
I know it's fun, isn't it? Alright, I
Call
got
it
a
a
minute
quiet
for the
room, but
outro.
it's fucking beeping.
Alright, are you ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, if you're ready
I'm
to
ready.
do the outro, then by all means take the reins, and Nobly and I will mute, and then when you're done, I'll power off the stream and I'll let you know when to talk again.
Yeah.
Alrighty. It's all up to you now, man.
Alright, well that'll be all for today's episode of the Misfit Power Hour. We hope you enjoyed our little breakdown of some of your favorite RPGs, the characters, lore, and gameplay. If you want to learn more about our sources, where we found lore and character synopsises, check out our show notes in the YouTube description. And if you liked what you heard, please subscribe to our show, leave us a like on YouTube, follow our Twitch and our other socials linked below. It really helps us reach more listeners like you. Thanks for tuning in to the Misfit Power Hour, and we'll see you next time.